Crap.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit!
Hello, everybody.
Nice way to start it.
Whoever did the voice for that did a great job. I don't know if it's the original guy, but it sounds just like him.
I forget. I found that on the internet somewhere. Just somebody pointed it out, and I thought it was hysterical.
It's a beautiful thing. Bruiser, what's up, Bruiser?
It does not matter how many times that's played. It is still funnier than heck.
Never gets old.
So, I guess we're streaming, huh?
Is that what we're doing here?
Ed needs to go get supplies. He says he has something to work on.
Supplies.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but right now I'm trying to get my chat popped.
Chat popped up.
No, he said
My
popped.
chat popped over
Chat's
my
not popped.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for being slow.
It's cool.
It's all right.
I shortened my
Okay,
name because
now-
it's cutting off Monty, my little kitty.
Oh,
Buddy.
everybody loves a black cat.
Who doesn't love this guy?
Eh.
Maybe my dog.
Okay,
Sneeze it
I'm
up,
gonna
you
go
know.
get some fresh water and some paint, and I'll be right back.
I like fresh water.
Sorry.
Corey
Are there people
Dorbles.
here?
I am up
Why is
late
the chat-
today.
I think I'm in the wrong chat.
Corey
I thought that
Dorbles
was-
is asking what she missed.
I've got the wrong chat.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit!
That's what you missed.
Here we go.
Did you find your chat?
Hold on. Mute. Okay, there we go. Pop out
Yeah.
chat. There we go.
We'll go ahead and say the haulers. We got the Barbara Jackson, Boots Cats, Bruiser CB, Bunny Viper, Carol Cox, Casual Aquatics, Corey Dorbles, Daniel Velez, Darlene's Tanks, Delilah's Critters, Dennis Christensen.
Hello, hello.
That hat is awesome. I got to see it in real life. Fish Dreamers, Fish Rumor, Gabriel's Glass Box, Linda, I'm going to mess that up, WIRTH,
Worth.
Worth. I thought so, but I was kind of second guessing myself. Maria Z, Mark Starrison, Patty Petite Tanks. We got the Saints Dust Aquarium, Silver Creek Aquatics, Sky Dancer, Vibes, Bonoski, and the Xanadu. What's up, Xanadu? And hello,
I'm tripping.
everybody else.
Wow, that sort of hurt.
Old arthritis.
I can't use, I don't want to mess that arm up.
No, you don't.
That's a good arm. I mean, that's what friends are for, right, Jason?
That's what friends are for.
It's been a long time. I had to, it's been a couple months.
No.
So I had to get it up.
Doesn't take much to get me in the song, you know?
Bruiser CB, I miss you guys. I haven't seen Jenny Lynn in forever. I don't know if she's been super busy or what. I haven't talked to her in it's been a couple of months, I think. So hopefully everything's good with you guys.
I believe she's working a lot. She's been catching a lot of replays.
And I know the new grandbaby is there too. So maybe she's having a lot of fun with that.
Ooh.
With that. With him.
Big jumping.
Oh, look, you got a fish question. Do red frontosas
Yes.
take any extra care over other breeds?
I don't even know what a red frontosa is.
Never seen one.
Green beans, but I think all the other frentosas take green beans too.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine they have any different care than regular ones, right?
Never
They're
kept
just a
any.
polymorph. That's what it sounds like. But I've never kept frontosas, so I don't know anything about
Yeah,
them.
same here.
Oh, that's a pretty neat looking fish.
But they
Alex
are
said
cool
man-made,
fish.
man-made version.
I see.
Can you share it?
You want me to
That
share the
doesn't look like a
picture?
frentosa. That
Is
looks
it the
like
red one?
Yeah,
Kenny,
Yes, sir.
DD.
I can
Jason.
share that.
Is your nickname Jay in real life?
Sometimes, yeah. Some of my friends call me Jay.
I call him
That's
Jason.
really easy to spell.
It should be
Like,
Jason. That's how it's
In my
actually-
house, I'm Big J, and my son is Little J. Even though Little
What's
J
your
is bigger
son's
than
name?
Big J. Jason.
Is it spelled the same? Is he a junior?
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
did not know that.
There
Oh.
it be, Ed.
All kinds of
Frontosa.
stuff.
I was thinking we were talking about Farewellas.
Oh.
Farrow. Frontosas. Yeah, I don't know anything about big cichlids.
Yeah, they're big cichlids, right? Yeah, Africans.
I know who would know.
Yeah.
Kenny would know.
That feller.
Of course, he knows everything about fishes.
He does.
Fishies.
He's a fishes guy. That Kenny E.
You want to show
Kenny.
people what you're
I
working
almost
on?
read that.
I don't know if I'm allowed. Oh gosh, I'm big. Am I allowed to say what this is, Jason?
You're allowed.
I'm working on a ghost knife fish.
That one looks
for
alive.
Jason for depths unknown.
Yep.
It's got a little white spot in its mouth. I need to cover with black. Just doing the touch up black right now. And then we're going to do some white on its tail. And then I lacquered this wood up yesterday. I just did the bark on it. So that way it wouldn't break off or anything. And then I dyed this top, but I didn't dye that. So you can see how it's so bright. But
That's gonna
then
be the bottom anyway. Yeah.
I thought it would go
Oh, it's gonna look
kind of
awesome.
like this.
And again, what is this for?
Just for Jason to do as a giveaway on his show.
Yep.
Very cool. And
That's
that show is at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, correct?
That is correct. 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday
we go.
mornings. But yep.
Very
In
nice.
the near future, we'll be doing some giveaways. There's be some Fish Fam Christmas giveaways coming up too.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Yes,
gotta
sir.
get this thing done quick so I can mail it to you.
Tis the
Or-
season.
Hi, Paul.
Well,
Hi, Bobs.
now that I've got a truck, why don't we go to see everybody else?
Because we want to
Or
see
I'll have
you.
to back it up so you can see me paint. But it's just
Like
black.
you.
So. It's not super fun right now. But now that my truck is working again, not only do I need to get a mommy gift, see the Black Panther, but I also need to send this guy right here a Tennessee Fish Mafia hat.
Deadpool?
One like this right there. And then maybe I can send this fish out. If depending on how I think I can get this done during the stream, except for the drilling of the base, and that'll only take me a little bit tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I can mail this out tomorrow, Degenerate.
That'd be awesome.
I mean Jason. Depths unknown.
Mr. Manifesto.
I answered all sorts of names.
Is
Mr.
that guy?
Manifesto Unknown.
That's right. I'm a man of many
Did
names.
you know that Mr. Manifest? I can't even say it now.
Whoa.
Mr.
Manifesto.
Manifesto was one of my supporters a long time ago.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. You know,
I-
I talk to
I
him
used to
every
think it
once
was-
in a while.
Mr. Manifesto.
I used to think it was
Manifesto.
really cool when he would come on in because he was like so secretive.
Wearing
Yeah,
a
that goes-
Secret Service suit.
The shady
What'd you
guy,
say?
that guy.
What'd you say, Skipper?
He wears that Secret Service suit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the manifesto. I would like to know what the manifesto actually was. We never got to read it. Did he have like multiple? I mean, if your name is Mr. Manifesto, it seems like it would be almost
I
like
mean,
a
every day you're writing a new one, Every day
Yeah.
you get up
Yeah.
and write one.
And I wondered what some of the, the talking points would be. I'm very interested to see where,
Did you?
I guess,
Were you the only person that read your own manifestos?
Well, Yes.
He can't really talk about that.
It's secret.
That's right.
There's, some
No,
I
mailbox.
went to the grocery store today to buy a cinnamon roll.
No, you have
They
to
only
write
had
it.
day-old
You know,
ones.
you got to make your own paper. Okay. Got to shred.
Oh,
like
you can use
tissues and
toilet
stuff.
paper.
Exactly. Make your own paper out of that, and then you got to bind it together real tightly with like some floss in a notebook. And while you scribble in like nice fine little lines of what you're talking about, what you're thinking about that day.
Yeah, that is barely legible. Every once in a while, you can understand a word or something,
Yep.
but most of it just looks like somebody with Parkinson's doing cursive.
No punctuation, just complete
Yes.
run-on sentences.
And every once in a while, double underlined or a very, all caps.
Some symbols every once in a while.
Oh, man.
Penetration, just one random word,
Yeah, in the margins every once in a while.
They'll all pay.
JFK was not real.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
So when are you giving this
Now-
this gift away? Do you know yet? Is this something you can talk about, or is it not this gift, but the thing that this guy's making right now? The
Well,
amazing.
I don't want to count my chickens till they're hatched. So
Okay.
I'll wait till I get it in hand, and then I'll decide that.
Okay.
But
I've got
hopefully
a
it'll be soon.
question. What type of white tail markings do you want? Because I've noticed that these ghost knives have different types of like white stripes and
Some of them have more than
splotches
one
on their
band.
tails.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what. I know I have pictures of mine, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me. I'll get back to you on that. How about that?
You should
Let me
make it
look
look like Manifesto in the script that we were talking about, just right in the middle of the tail.
You
Start
that
writing
would
something
require me to write.
Well, just
really
just like
small.
you know.
I'll get back to you
You'll-
on this. Ed.
June, you got my email, right? I responded to your question. Who was the other person? Oh, Mark Strolson. I did talk to Mark. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Speaking, were you talking to only Oscars, June?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in one of her streams, and she has the coolest Christmas tree in the world.
Yeah. I have not seen it.
She has like Star Trek not living, but electrical things in it.
Very
Oh,
cool.
that's cool. Like those old ornaments.
Oh, yeah, she has like a Borg that lights up, and then or not a Borg cube, and then she has like the Enterprise on the top of her tree. And I went to price it out because I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I could buy one
Those
for
old Hallmark ones.
$133.
The Hallmark used to make those every once in a while, like whatever. Like I think every year they had like a Star Trek thing.
Yeah,
I got
They
one
also
once. It was like
had-
a little shovelcraft, but it was cool.
they
think I still
also
have
have what's the Death Star, and I wonder what type of noise it makes.
We don't have any of those
Goes boom.
really cool ones, but we have like all the Star Wars characters and Doctor Who, and our tree topper is the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter, except it's got like Christmas colors on it. So it's really just a
Cool.
Christmas hat my daughter found. She put googly eyes on it and a face and made it look like the Sorting Hat, but it's a Christmas shape. So that's our tree topper.
That's
So it's
pretty
all
cool.
it's all geeky stuff, but the tree itself is just a cheap, fake Christmas tree.
I had
you
an
don't need-
idea for a tree topper. Do you remember that old game back when we were kids that was like a shark, and you had to pull things out of its mouth? With
Yes,
a
with
hook?
a little
Yeah, with the
fishing pole.
yeah.
Like magnets or something, right? Or
think
Yeah,
so.
well, they sell a Jaws ornament that's eating your tree, but I think that would be better
Oh,
because the Jaws ornament's $50 and has a stupid Santa hat. But just stick that on the top of your tree eating it.
I just remembered when I was single. I was in my early 20s, and one of my roommates came home. The door flew open, and he just started throwing Christmas trees in that were still bound up, just like a whole bunch of Christmas trees, real ones that were still, in their nets. It just throw them into the house really quick. And he's like, "If the police knock, I'm not here." we had like 8 Christmas trees, so we had them all over the place. There was like upside down from the ceiling hanging down, and There was presents stapled to the ceiling, not real ones. They were just boxes and stuff. But he stole like 8 Christmas trees from some Christmas tree lot in the middle of the night. He was a weird guy.
So if the cops would come, you're supposed to say, "Yeah, Bob's not here, but I am,"
Bob's not
and
here.
you get carried off for stealing Christmas trees.
He had the weirdest name. His name was Chris Plantonitis. Plantonitis.
Hence the reason of stealing Christmas trees.
You know what? Let's go see if we can find old Chris Plantonitis. We're gonna dox him, aren't we?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to spell that name. I'm gonna spell it just like it sounds.
All right, Ed.
I'm just
I got pictures of my
showing
ghost
tape.
knife with his tail. You want to see it?
He's a few
yeah.
years younger.
See,
than
look,
you.
this is a nicer, thicker one.
That's exactly what his looks like. Very similar. It's got like one band and then a space and then whatever. I don't know.
Well, here's a really thick band.
This is black and white footage too. So
Oh, his is a big, thick one.
yeah. It's got-
Okay, so I'm gonna go heavy on the white, and then a little ring at the end.
This is like a Halloween video I put out a while ago, but
Wonder if I should have made his tail a little longer.
no,
I
I think
gotta
it looks
get-
good, man. Honestly. Oh, the green screen's picking it up.
Well, I get it. That's cool.
Cool.
You got me wanting to get a ghost knife now.
I had one when I was a
That's nice,
kid. I remember having
I
one.
think they're cool.
Yeah, they're
I
never
bought a
see 'em.
clown knife.
I have to hunt them.
Isn't the
See 'em.
Is-
They're different.
clown knife the one with the circles on it?
They get real big.
And silver. Yeah, they're silver with the black circles or whatever.
Yeah, but their face
Yeah.
is kind of way different too.
Yeah, they're different. They're completely
kinda
different.
got
I don't even think they're in
a
the same
snout.
like. They're different, but I don't even think they're in the same family. As far as species go, or whatever classification.
I saw
yeah.
somewhere there's a lake
There's-
that they're breeding like crazy in here in America, and you can catch them.
yeah, down
The
in
clowns.
Florida.
Yeah, the
That's
big
cool.
clownfish.
Well,
Probably down in Florida. They're always catching them in them canals. Like they're
yeah,
real,
but I think I was really surprised it may not have been Florida.
oh,
My white paint sucks. This may be a backfire. Oh, I see another white paint.
My white paint sucks. I thought I was just some code words he was throwing out for some in the chat or something.
yeah. I was waiting for somebody to come back with the code name.
The eagle has landed. The eagle has landed.
I cannot pronounce. Is it Cordolin? Said something about hot springs in Utah.
Cordulin?
Cordulin.
Doolin.
It could be. It was somewhere weird. I saw it on TV.
Well, that would be a weird place for stuff to be grown in the middle of Utah in a hot springs.
Would make
So
sense.
this
I mean,
one's chunky.
only way would have to be a hot springs to make it through the winter, right? Because they,
Mhm.
they get it gets pretty cold there. They get their share of snow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yup.
Got your room for the Clash, you guys? Skipper,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. Being on the board and all. Jason, you all set?
Yup.
I haven't
I got
done
it
it
on.
yet. I haven't done it yet. I got to just pull the trigger.
I may be on the
Can you
board.
do it? Will you remind me
Still
to do it?
have to pay.
Because I forget when I'm
I
not
will.
online.
I will. We'll do it soon.
You
We
better
just
do that
get it
quick.
done. Got to get it
Just
done.
text message me because I forget. As soon as the camera turns off, I forget.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
That's why I write things. That's why I have notepads. I have literally like 15 notepads with like arm's reach of me right now. So I just write stuff down.
You know
You know
what?
what I
I
do
thought
is I'll
those were
find-
your manifestos.
I find notepads that have things like Boogie Nights written on them, and I don't know what
Yeah.
the hell this is all about. But Boogie Nights is on it.
I love the idea of notepads. I just never actually use them. I could have a million of them around me, and I never actually use them. So
Yeah. Well, I use them, but I still, still don't help me.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm-
Jason.
Hey.
Oh, go ahead. It's your
No,
show.
you're good.
I'm with Jason on that. I do the same thing. I have a million things wrote down. Like
Like, what does this mean?
you kind of do it shorthand, so you think that
Yeah.
you're going to remember what it is, but you don't. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
waste of paper.
She
Yeah.
said size 10.
Yeah,
What?
what's that for? Yeah, I know, I get it.
Yeah.
was gonna do
You know, if I
Buffalo.
don't, if they don't actually have any rooms by then, we thought about the Airbnb, and I mean, we'll definitely go. We'll get our room, but it's nice to have the room right there because, well, I'm an old man, and you know, it's nice to be able to go and use private facilities when you need to,
Yeah.
instead of public facilities. So it's nice to have the room right there. Don't have to drive 5 minutes back to the Airbnb, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely nice to stay at the event. I learned
In
that
case-
the hard way the first time. I went
Yeah.
down there.
And you weren't even that far. But in case you have to, you know, it's good just to, you know, be able to do what you need to do when you need to do it.
Even in a small toilet.
Yes, even in the ones that you have to sit way down on. They were so small.
I
must
rented a single room this year because, well, my excuse is the wife said that she's gonna come, but the
Is
real
she?
excuse is I'm not staying with Fishimon again.
Oh. You need to get some sleep. You need some sleep.
No offense, buddy, I love you, but man, oof.
He thought he was at the rainforest. They were cutting down the trees.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great. The next morning, he's like walking like a zombie. We're like, "What's wrong?" Want to get his sleep.
Well, I got video of that, man. I had to nobody's gonna believe this.
Yep.
It seems like
I've
he's
done
left
the
a
same
lot.
thing. Only it was with somebody that I've lived with for a very long time.
Yeah, well, there's that too. But that's okay if you start putting a pillow over their face and you just say, you know what, I've had enough. That's it.
I hate to wake her up because she has to wake up in the morning. So, you know, I just let her do what she's got to do because I don't have to wake up.
She keeps
You know what I
snoring, she
mean?
might not have to wake up ever again. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the cheapest way to get out of a marriage, but you do get 3 hots in the cot.
Yeah. If they can prove it.
That's
It was
true.
accident. I was sleep dreaming.
Yep.
It was self-defense.
This
I
Norm
needed
was.
sleep.
She did. She one time though. It was so angry. I was like, I've never heard anybody snore angry before, but it was so angry. It was like you were yelling at me, and I had to wake her up. She was just like, "Rah!" I was like, oh
Dude.
my god.
I'm gonna tell you the best thing to do is just take and just like tickle their nose. Just run your finger on their nose. It might
What
take
is-
a few seconds, but like while they're deep asleep, they're like, "Oh shit, something's crawling on my face," and then they wake up.
Well, I do that, but it's not usually on her nose.
Just tickle it. Just a little. That's what or the cheek, just a little bit.
What if you got smacked?
She's waking up. She's like, "Oh,
Oh, what? I mean, when do I not?
That's true.
oh man."
It's Mac.
It's a common thing.
I wonder
And
why.
get 2 comforters, man. That's a game changer. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Well, she's got a huge, you know, big winter blanket with a duvet and everything, and I've got a sheet, and I'm good.
There you
That's all I need, you know.
This is whatever works, man.
Yeah, you know.
But separate that, man. Oh, you know how many times I've fought in the middle of
Yeah.
the night with a blanket. Like, oh my god.
Does she also take most of the bed? Is she one of those people that sleeps like in the middle of
No,
the bed?
she's actually like pretty like
Oh.
dead. She's laying there like doesn't move
I've-
an inch like all night long. I'm like, I can't do this.
I have to take pictures to prove. I had to take pictures to prove because she didn't believe me. She's like, no. And I'm like, my arm was hanging off the bed. I'm like, you know, I'm not even on the bed. You're taking up that much of it. It's a good sized bed. I mean, it's a queen. It's not a king size, but it's a
Yeah.
queen size bed. And she's like more than in the middle. So I had to take pictures to prove it. She just like, shut up.
And you got smacked.
Yeah, and I got smacked. It's not my fault. What did I do? June
No,
said
I'm
herself
probably the
other
one that's
day.
horrible to sleep with because I'm like I can't sleep, so I constantly like I'm spinning all night long, like just tossing,
Oh,
turning,
gotcha.
sleeping this side. I mean, I have to. All right, I had to. This is full disclosure here. I have to get pillowcases with zippers on them because I will pull the pillowcases off my pillows just from spinning around all night long.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
she's like, I'm getting you pillowcases with zippers, and that's that. Now that's what I have.
Now, do you get new
I didn't know
pillows
they made those.
or do you get the hand-me-downs from her? Like when she gets new pillows, do you get her old pillows?
No, we get our own pillows. We do. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
everything.
Because I get the hand-me-downs, and I just noticed the other day that I have like a snowball that's inside of the, like there's a bit. It used to be a big pillow, but now there's just like a little nugget, like right in the middle.
It's all
What am I even doing with that?
Pillows are literally like $3 at Target.
Yeah.
Dude. Buy one, man.
Well, it started out as a huge pillow.
I know, but like, I mean, this is not worth fighting for, man.
It's probably 20 years old. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Toss that crap. Spend $3, man.
Yeah.
You'll be better.
But then you got to go places.
I
Why don't
know.
you just ask for one for Christmas? You'll sleep like it's heaven. You probably get a hand-me-down anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting a pillow for Christmas, and I do get her hand-me-downs. We've already talked about it. Her daughter's buying her one.
Nice.
So I'm good. I'm good for another 20 years,
That's funny.
Plus, we have
There's,
like different requirements. Like she likes, I don't know. I need things like, I'm not like a soft pillow guy. So, and she is. So,
I don't even care.
I
I want to be able. I want to be able to kill somebody with my pillow if I have to.
You're prepared in case
Just
you
knock
snort.
them unconscious.
Yeah, that looks.
No,
that
not
looks
even
right,
just like
Ed.
just swing it around. Bam. Oh yeah, dude. Looking great.
Look at that skill. Look at that skill.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
we
you
do.
It's a couple more coats though. You can't see it, but you can see the black coming through a little.
Yeah, yeah.
So my
That's
paint's
pretty good,
kind of
man.
lumpy. My white paint. Not happy with it. I need to buy some more white paint.
When you're done painting it, do you put a coat on everything or you just paint it?
No, I put where's my coats? I lacquer it so it makes it look like it's I polyurethane it.
Yeah. Cool. Polyacrylic.
A water pillow. Vibe says he uses a
Well-
water pillow.
It's aquarium safe lacquer.
Yeah.
That's why I bought it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
What is a
My
water
tailbone's
pillow? That
swollen.
sounds interesting.
I never heard. I mean, I used to have a water bed, but
I used to have
Yeah.
a water bed too. Oh, God.
Yep. I had one. I had a couple of them for a long, long time.
listen,
The most miserable experience is like the heater went out of mine and like sleeping on cold water is
Oh,
not.
yes.
No, you can't
No.
do that. It's not.
There's
cool.
no way to. There's not. It doesn't matter how
There's
many
no way.
blankets you put on it. It seeps
No.
through.
Can't do
Yeah.
that.
don't forget about waking up and you thought you pissed yourself and it was actually your water bed leaking.
Yeah, it was the water bed leaking. That's what it was. Yeah.
I did that, but I used to sleep in a sleeping bag on it when the heater would break. I'd get in a
I
sleeping
couldn't do
bag.
it, man. Just sucked.
Yeah,
to,
me
like
neither.
I'd just wake up shivering like an hour later. I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah, even in Arizona. That's where I lived in Arizona and even then in the summertime, it still was just too much. Too much. It
Liquid
was
Rocks
kinda
Aquatics
cold.
says, I have never seen aquarium safe polyurethane. Well, interestingly enough, polyurethane by itself is aquarium safe once it fully cures.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, you smart people.
When's it fuel? Yeah, fuely cured.
Fuely.
cured.
Fuely. Fuely.
That's all, folks.
So, Skipper, is this going to be a regular thing now? You're going to be doing this every week?
I don't know.
Just whenever you feel like it.
Probably whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I still do like I'm off. Like the next 3 days, but I don't know. I mean, 11 to midnight, that ain't too bad for me. I can still get up at 4 in the morning. That ain't too bad.
Ouch.
But I don't have to work tomorrow. So that's why I figure we give this a try. Just something different.
I don't stay up this late very often at all anymore. I mean, it's been a really long time since actually last night I was up a little late with Dan, but yeah, not Not very often. That's why I stopped doing my stream after Ed. Was I just couldn't do it anymore. It's too late.
If you guys find yourself in our chat for the first time and have never subscribed to Skipper, please subscribe. You don't have to hit the bell and never watch him again. Just subscribe the one time and it'd be awesome.
Yep. Just this once, please.
Do you have it set to subscriber only? I didn't even look at it.
I did. So if they're chatting, they have to sub.
There's
you go.
maybe a lurker out there that's thinking, boy,
Lurker.
this Skipper guy's pretty cool, but I don't know if I should sub or not. Just do it.
Do it. Do it now.
Lose.
Cordulin, it's only 11:30, but I'm lazy and old, and I mean, 6 months, 8 months ago, it wasn't that bad, but just the last few months have been difficult. So yeah, I've not been getting any sleep. Plus the puppy, having the puppy, he wakes up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's only he's what, almost 5 months old now, right? Yeah. November or December 1st, he was 4 months old. So yeah, 4.5 months old. So he's got to go to the bathroom a few times a night, a couple times a night at least. And then he goes to, he wakes up super early, super excited first thing in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock. He's got the zoomies, but
It's pupper
But
time.
you know how you can train him for at night for whenever you get up to go pee.
Sure.
He needs to go pee.
well, I've peed outside more in the last 2 months than probably my entire life. Because every time he goes out in the middle of the night, I just go when I'm outside. I live in a very rural area. There's nobody around. There's nobody. There's hardly anybody lives around us. So I just, when he's out there, I just, go to.
Teach him by example.
We've got an area, that's, so nobody walks in that area.
Don't eat.
You can work on your cursive in the snow.
It's convenient, Besides, it's cold now, so I
You
get
have to
up.
tell your
I go
son not
out.
to eat the yellow snow.
I don't. I don't feel like I have to go, and then I'm out there with him, and just
Keeps
take
the
care of
deer
business.
away.
At least it's so far has only been urinate good times. Hasn't been anything except keeps the deer away. Yeah, saving electricity for the well pump. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
That's what the well pump comes on every time you flush. So it's true. I just thought about that the other day. Actually, it was like yesterday. I was like, man, I'm peeing outside an awful lot these days.
Well,
again-
My brother was going through a phase between 3 and 4 where he would go outside to poop instead. And he would just poop in the yard and make my dad so mad. So mad. I don't know if my dad stepped in it a couple times or what. Oh my gosh.
So that happened to a friend of mine. Okay. His sister, she had somebody was using the bathroom. So my buddy Aaron, he was living with his sister. So it was him and his wife living with his sister and their family. So there's like 7 people in the house, one bathroom. And she had to go really bad. And he was in there getting ready for work or whatever. He was taking forever. So she went outside right by his truck and, and went. And he stepped in it when he was getting into his truck. And when he came home that night, he said, man, I think Bigfoot is real because if you saw what I stepped in this morning. now, I never knew that story. You know where I learned about that story? She was giving the eulogy. He passed away. He had cancer and he passed away.
Oh, God.
She was giving the eulogy, and that's the story she shared because that's the funny guy he was. He knew it was her, but he's like,
Oh my gosh.
Some Sasquatch.
TMI. TMI.
that's not too am I. That's funny. I said
No,
two
that
am
is
I.
funny, but
I said two am I. Two am I.
But, oh man, could you only imagine? I'd lose my shit.
Like
She did.
we already did.
But he gained it, I guess.
She lost
Oh,
it. He found it.
So Is anybody talking about fish?
No, they're talking about poop.
Talking about the brown trout at the moment.
Yep, we got to steer that conversation. Refused to poop in the RV toilet because there wasn't enough water, so we went to the master closet. I mean, there's even less water. Where's the logic, right?
All right.
I mean, it's no water.
There's not enough water here. Let's clearly lay this in the closet floor.
Yeah, let's go somewhere where it's dry. It's funny. Sorry, Skipper. Didn't mean to make it a crappy stream.
Yeah,
Where's Patty?
she's in here somewhere.
Delilah said, I work in a pet store. All we talk about is poop.
Oh yeah.
Good
He's always around.
Poop is life.
Poop is life.
What's up, neighbor?
Now, when you bring your dog in from going outside and pooping, do you wipe them down? Or are you just like,
No.
This is a thing. People think it's weird that you wipe your dog's butt. If he poops.
I never really thought about it before, so F you, because now that's all I'm going to think about.
Well, it's not like they can wipe it themselves, dude. Just walking around with the Hershey Kiss walking around.
Yeah, but it all comes out, and he's clean, and then he takes care of it sometimes.
And then he licks it later.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
And
then he's gonna kiss you with that mouth.
Exactly, and
Man.
then he kisses you. So I've never once even thought about wiping my dog's ass.
Proving my point.
Honestly.
now he's gonna have a set, some baby wipes next to the
What do
door.
you use? Baby wipes?
Wipe.
But what if it's got something on it that what is there like some natural
Unscented.
one?
Unscented, fragrance free.
I bet you Delilah can recommend a good one to buy from her pet store.
There we go.
Delilah.
Yeah. Now if there's something like that, like he got into something with a lot of strings or something, then that's different.
Well, that's how I because the dog I have is a Sheltie, right? She's got long hair.
Yeah.
The dog I had before that was a Sheltie, and he had long hair. And Shelties have this thing like where sometimes they're doing their business and their long hair, like things get stuck in that long hair. And if you're not vigilant, you don't see it. And so you're like walking around and it's like smashed in there like a pancake into the long hair. And you're like, oh my God. So now
That sounds like my life story.
Sounds like dreadlock.
Yep. So now I make sure I wipe my pet down every single time.
I never
Bobo
once
does
have
the same
with any
thing.
of the dogs. We've
just
had
use
pups.
unscented
I mean,
baby
I had huskies,
Just
back
water.
in the day, but they had the long hair. Most of the dogs we've had short fur.
Mm-hmm.
My
I've been getting my
mom's
dog
cat
trimmed a little
dropped
bit.
stuff that falls out of his fur because it doesn't
Stuff?
all get into the litter pan. Some of it sticks to his big, long, furry hair. He's a big old Himalayan.
Where's Patty? Speaking of poop, where's
One
Patty?
day, I was laying in bed, and he came into my bedroom and dropped one off and left. And I was like, what's that smell? And Nico and Baby Cat were laying in bed too, and they got their heads up like this. And you can see their little nostrils are going up and down like,
Something's different here.
Wait, that's not me pooping. Or did I poop?
yeah.
Wait a minute, did I do that?
Oh my God.
No,
It's like my dog shivered.
something to think about. Hi, Brookley.
Brooklyn,
We're going down this road. We're gonna go down this road. You ever have the ripcord? The cats, like sometimes cats, I don't know what it is, like they eat long hair,
Oh,
and sometimes it doesn't want to come out all.
my friend's cat would eat
Yeah,
tinsel.
pull it out.
Yeah, like tinsel.
never had that with the cat. He just passed away. He was
Ugh.
20. He just passed away. Maybe it was a month ago. 20.
Not this
20 years
guy,
old.
but the other cat I've had to do it with a couple times.
That
But
one
my
was
wife's got long hair, so
yeah. He was partial Maine Coon, so he definitely had the long hair. Every plant I purchase, I don't really know about. To be honest, I don't pay attention. I just grab some plants. This looks cool. Boom, throw it in. Did it work?
I'm trying to think of one that I bought that actually did that.
I've got a few that
I
really
always get
took off.
excited when they bloom. I just had Mysteria blooming in one of my tubs. I had added a second light to my tubs, so it was doubling down on the light, and it started popping these little white round balls. and I thought it was some type of fungus or something, and it was little flowers coming out of the water from the Mysteria. It was pretty cool. They were about this big, solid little white balls. And then, but the first one I ever had that was a shock was my Madagascar Fern. I knew something was going on because it grew this giant long stick that or cord that went around my fish tank. Then it popped up out of the water and shot this flower that was like the length of my finger, and it was all pink little flowers on the inside. It like opened up.
She wasn't saying about blooming. She said boom, boom, like it just crazy growth.
Yeah,
Right?
but still,
Oh, yeah.
like I have a pond of Geetons that they will go nuts, and then they will actually throw a shoot, and then they bloom also.
I don't
That's
have any of
them.
those yet.
That's them. It's just showing that it's in a good, well-established tank, and
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
So the Elodia does that. Water lettuce, crazy all the time. I mean, the growth on that's crazy. Let's see, the Elodia, the Pogostemon octopus, the
I
let's see, what
tasted
else?
that water lettuce, man.
What else is really trying to think the other ones that just really crypts don't do so well for me. I really had a lot of problem with mosses for the longest time until I found that one we talked about in the last stream,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure which one it is. Man, I'm trying to think. I think those are the ones that really do the best. Water lettuce, for some reason, though, just goes crazy in my tank.
Look at that. That's cool.
It's looking good. See, for me, and I brought them like outside in the pond. They go crazy. I brought that water lettuce in. I think I got it off Steph this year, and it's all dying off, but it's throwing little shoots out at the same time.
Which is weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Here, this is.
I would make sure the light's close enough to the water.
It is.
And I noticed also something that works for me. Here, I just hold on.
Limnophilia.
Maybe more nutrition
aromatica.
in the water.
Oop, wrong mouse.
I don't know. It's really weird.
Squirt a little extra fertilizer in there.
Like I just grabbed this out of the 45. That's all just, it's
that
just
water lettuce?
covered with. And
I
I don't
have
let
your
them.
water lettuce.
I don't let them get that much bigger than that. That's about inside. I let them get about that big, and then I take them out and just get rid of them. But most of them I like when they're like this size. Just the tiny little.
Yeah.
Well, they
Little
do have a dwarf water lettuce also.
They don't. People say that, but what is dwarf water lettuce is just this. But if you take this and put it outside, it's not dwarf. It gets to be like 12 inches.
Oh.
So even like, Kelly Foreman was talking about it. She didn't think there was really a dwarf water lettuce. And we were looking stuff up, and there's a lot of stuff that's labeled dwarf water lettuce. But again, you take that same dwarf and stick it outside, and it's no longer dwarf. But I just pulled that handful out of that 45. The whole thing is just filled with the water lettuce.
I have your water lettuce in my tanks.
You do have some from
the Clash.
Guppies this past year?
Yeah. I took one of those little ones that you were talking about.
Is
And I
that
put it in a
originally
water
mine?
bottle.
Yes, that came from Chattanooga Ed. He
There you go.
sent it to me. Had to be close to 2 years ago now, maybe even longer. Probably longer than 2 years now.
I'm good at sending plants.
Nice.
Yeah, that because I tried to send some of it to a lady in California, which I guess is against the law. I didn't even look.
Yeah, it is.
Dr.
What, water
Oscar,
lettuce?
they're yelling right now. But she said, she put it in her ponds, and she said a lot of it died off. I tried to do it exactly how you did, Ed, but it just most of it died off and didn't do too well. But she got enough of it going that she got her own going with it.
Nice.
Yeah, dwarf water lettuce equals duckweed.
Yeah,
That's a whole lot easier to catch out.
Oh,
Yeah.
what I was saying about the water lettuce too is I leave the tanks that have the float like this one. See how low it is?
Mm-hmm.
If I've got lids on it, I leave it down because if I fill it closer to the top, if it's got a lid, the water lettuce just dies off. It really
It
does
doesn't.
quick.
It doesn't have a lid.
Okay, so It's not the leaves getting wet. It's not too much humidity or anything.
No, I don't think it's getting enough light, like somebody was saying in chat.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't have a timer on it, so I don't always like if I don't go like say I don't feed that tank that day.
Yeah.
I'm not turning the light on, so I need to get more timers.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
relative.
and
I
I
mean, you
think
can
they-
get timers cheap, man. They're like $2-3 at Home Depot or
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah, those manual
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
In fact, it just turned my tank off right here. The 55 is on one that turned it off. These ones aren't on timers, but I'm in here every single day. You know, this is my office. All my tanks are in here, and the lights are right there as I walk in and out the door. So the button is like seriously right on that corner. So as soon as I'm done here, I'll turn it off. When I come in the morning, I turn it on.
Dude, I'm not that. I mean, I don't have
Yeah.
the dedication.
Well, you know, it's easy when you have to leave the house every day. You know.
Well, I mean, every morning I come down here and do something, but I would never remember to turn the light on or turn it off every single
It's just
time.
every time it's
Yeah,
regular.
no,
And Patty's got some too of the water lettuce.
that's right.
Oh, that's awesome, Patty.
So
I
yeah,
chased
that
the
all
water
came from
lettuce,
Ed.
too.
Ed, your water lettuce is all over the United States now,
There you
Aw,
go.
illegally.
I got guppy grass all over the world too, or all over America.
I need some guppy grass.
Do you?
I haven't got
that-
grass.
What did you say that was called? The Pogostemma osculatus?
The octopus?
Yeah, the octopus plant. It's easier to just say that. I actually got good luck with that. And I got some off of Steven from that member stuff.
Yeah.
It just went nuts. And I started now finally putting some in other tanks. It's nice hiding spots for fry and stuff too. So put some in the tank that I have the new fish that I got, which is the platinum half beaks.
This stuff is going crazy too. What is this one called? I keep forgetting what it's called. I don't know if you can even tell. This is a little 5-gallon shrimp tank that's right next to me here. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. Here, where the hell is it? This one right here. Maybe this.
Oh,
what is it?
that's it starts with an A. Oh,
I can't get it to.
that's not Anacris, is it?
No.
No, I was thinking Ludwigia. It's some sort of Ludwigia. It looks like.
Yeah, a little
Maybe.
wig. Yeah.
I don't know.
This stuff in this little 5-gallon. Yeah, it's definitely not. No, it's not Anacris. It is not. Everybody's saying that, but it's definitely not. That's Elodia.
No,
Anacris
yeah.
is Elodia, which I also have, but that is not it. Let's see if I have some right here of the Elodia. I sent some of that to Kenny. You know what? Actually,
Rotala, I think. Yeah, they might be.
yeah,
right about
that's
that.
it. That's
Rotala.
it. Yep, Liquid Rock got it. That's it. Yeah, because I don't have any Elodia in this tank. I used to have a ton. I took it out, I guess. It's just a little 5-gallon shrimp tank, but it does great with plants. The jungle val is doing really good. There's a ton of moss, ton of that stuff. Rotala. Yeah, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Ryan got it too.
I can't
Yeah.
tell half the difference between half these plants. Like what? Like I mean, some of them look all so similar.
Plus, I forget. I forget.
Yeah,
I buy
exactly.
stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm going to mark this down so I know what I have, and then
Yep.
there's.
I have like
green one.
7 different types of crypts growing in my room. I can't remember a single one of them.
Yeah.
Same thing with like whatever Rotalia and Ludwigia and whatever the heck else there is.
See, I wouldn't have thought that about you. I thought that you would have
Hygrophilia.
would know them.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
if I
You're just that kind of guy when when I watch your
except
streams.
for the
and
things,
stuff,
yeah,
the way you
exactly.
are.
I know, I usually am. Except for stuff like that, just goes in one ear and out the other sometimes.
See, that's plants. There's just so much language with it.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of plants off of Luke
Some of
Lang.
them I know.
And I started to write them down. I still have the bags. I could still do it. But now I'm going to have to look it up and figure out which one was which in the tanks that I threw them in.
Yeah.
But it's just it's too much.
If it grows, it's cool and that's good enough. I don't care about what the name is.
Well,
you know?
it's good to know that name though, because that works for your water.
Yep.
That's kind of the reason why I wanted to write them all down and keep them in case, oh man, that plant's doing awesome. That's what I need more of.
So in that case, I usually will take a picture of it and then do a reverse Google search and find out what the name of it is, and
There
not
is
always does that work, but it does work sometimes.
There's an app though.
That's what I was gonna say. There's an app on the phone that I use for that exact same thing. You just take a picture of the leaf and it shows you like
Oh yeah. Is it like plant in the name, right?
I think it's
Plant
PlantNet or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me look this up.
So I'm reading about
Plant
Eolia right now. It's from both the Americas, South and North America, but it's found its way in the waterways of Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa. Wouldn't it be easier if they just say it's found in all waterways except for Antarctica?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
And Ryan's right. He said it's also good to keep track of names if you were giving away or selling plants. Yep, 100%. And I don't ever sell, but I do try to give stuff away. And I just say, hey, you want some of this?
Okay.
Yeah.
And hope that they know what it is. I know the basics. I know the Java ferns.
See, I was taking a whatever. I bought this plant, and apparently it is Cryptocorn retrospiralis. Otherwise, I would never know that.
I love how the green
The
screen,
green screen just
cuts
works.
through there. Kenny, what's up, Kenny? A, B, C. 1, 2,
And I
3.
found this Ludwigia palistratus. I found that in a drainage ditch, whatever.
See, that's where I got my hornwort from. Not a drainage ditch, but I got it right out of the bay. I went and collected it.
Mistress.
I still have a bunch of it left.
I still have some left, but it's
Hornwort?
really struggling.
Nope.
It's been a
Doesn't
year
go
though.
for you? What about wisteria?
It's fine. I have a
What up, people?
little.
Lori.
It's just if it's like this tank, no, probably because I don't know, maybe the fish are pecking it off or whatever. But my other tanks downstairs is doing fine. The smaller tanks.
Wisteria and water sprite do not. I've tried them from different sources. People say how easy they are. I've tried to float them. I've tried to, put them in the substrate, and they always just melt every single time. But it's one of those. It's just one of those. Java moss. Java moss just goes away. It doesn't last. There's so many that people say that are easy, and of course it's our water parameters, right? I mean, I have incredibly hard water. It's not great for most plants.
From what I understand, it's really not so much the hard water that's the problem. It's the pH when it gets to a certain limit. When it gets too high, the pH restricts the plant's ability to uptake iron and other minerals, and that's when they start to die. So it's not so much that the minerals are killing your plants; it's that they can't uptake them.
And my pH was high, but I honestly don't remember because it's been so long now since I've even tested my water. It's been forever since I tested any water. Probably a year. We did get some snow today, Kenny. Yeah, not a ton. We were supposed to get a lot of. There was actually just a winter advisory. No, there was a winter watch, so the middle one, and it wasn't a ton. I don't know. We've got maybe 4 inches. Supposed to be 12 to 18 for you. We're probably. I don't think we'll get a foot. First one of the year though, so that's great.
So you didn't get nothing from that lake effect snow?
No, lake effect is like that though. Lake effect is very, it's usually bands and it's usually very specific. And you could be 2 miles away from one of the bands and not get any snow, and they got 3 foot. That's how lake effect is. It's very hit or miss like that.
It's super cold here.
41.
It's 41 degrees.
32 here.
Yeah, 30 here, and it's
It was snowing, then it turned to rain.
63 in
It could
here.
freeze stuff.
63 inside here, and it feels good.
You guys could put ice cream outside and eat it.
I'd
As
rather
slow
eat
as
it
you want.
inside.
Yeah, but this way you could take your time with it.
We do that with beer, like Super Bowl Sunday. You just take the beer and put it outside. And
Great in the snow or right on the porch.
When you're shoveling, man, that's what you need.
I don't do any shoveling. I got kids, man. Besides, we don't have a
What part of Texas?
37. Yeah, they're having a storm.
I have to share this with you guys. on The Price is Right this week. Somebody won a snowblower, but they were from Minnesota. People that win snowblowers are always from like Arizona or California on that show. And
Hey,
I'm
Arizona
like,
gets a
why
lot of
do
snow.
they give out so many snowblowers?
Arizona gets a ton of snow.
Well, in the mountains like
I don't buy
Flagstaff.
that. I don't buy
Like-
that.
But
Well, I mean, there's Tucson has Mount Lemon, which is a ski resort. That's very south in Arizona. But Flagstaff Snow Bowl, they get natural snowfall. That's quite a bit. The whole northern part of Arizona gets a ton of snow. A lot of
yeah,
snow.
but
Okay.
these people
Flagstaff,
don't look
yeah.
like they've ever seen snow in their life because they're like, oh, a snowblower.
Snowblower. What the hell's a snowblower?
Who am I going to sell this to?
Yeah. I don't know why they had that voice, but that's what they sound like, I think. Well, that's good. It went to somebody who can use it.
Fort Worth.
I was so excited.
Did they have
It's
to play
never
the Plinko
happened, and I've seen them give out about 50 of those things.
or the yodeling dude? Did they have to play for that?
I can destroy that. If I was on The Price is Right, I could win it. I can win it right now, guys. Anybody that's watching The Price is Right, 25, 35, 45, you won. Because it's always within $2 of 25, it's always within $2 of 35, and it's always within $10 of the 45. Guarantee.
I have not watched The Price is Right since Bob Barker was on it. And he
And
still
you
had
know
like
what?
brown hair.
And they
I used to think Bob Barker was cool until now, and now it's
The
like
price
he's kind of
is
an arrogant
wrong.
SOB.
Bob Barker?
Yeah.
Well, he's like,
Yeah.
like 90.
I thought he's
We
dead.
used to,
I think he is. I think he passed away.
He died.
everybody thought Bob Barker was great because he gave out stuff, but then you compare him to Drew Carey, who's nice, and it's like, oh my God, Bob Barker was just I don't want to say a bad word.
Plus, he got into that fight with that golf guy, and
Happy
Well,
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. That was I saw that in college.
That was
he said
funny.
Bob is alive. I love that.
Price
I love
is
that
wrong, bitch.
movie. I love that part. Love it. Absolutely love
Are
it.
you sure? I swear to God, he.
Bob Barker today.
Well, that's just like whenever that thing went out about.
He's 99.
Jeez.
Do you remember that thing that was going out about Samuel L. Jackson died, but he never did?
No, I never saw that
Oh,
one.
yeah, it was a big thing on the internet.
Well,
It was going around.
Fish. Abe Vigoda, there was for the longest time was a thing. Abe kept saying, "I'm still alive, everybody," because everybody thought he
Abe
was dead.
Vigoda.
Yeah, it was like Abe Vigoda's still alive.
He just turned 99.
Good for him.
Wow. No,
I,
remember that.
I have a
December
grandma.
12th.
I have a grandma
Wow.
that's still alive. She's in her hundreds. I haven't talked to her in forever, but she's still
But-
kicking.
If I
The one
lived
that made you
long-
pies?
Oh no, that's the one I liked. she passed away a few years ago. Yeah. She was 90, 95, I think, when she passed away.
I like all my grandmas.
What's up,
Well, I
Ricky
did.
Doyos?
Ricky, what's
I
up,
have
Ricky?
dreams about my grandma.
Stephen P. woke back up.
Hi, Steven. Good morning.
Hi, Steven. I still have dreams about my grandma, though.
Like, what kind of dreams?
Like, maybe I'll take her shopping or something, or
Yeah.
we'll be eating cake or something.
Ed, you're just so wholesome. I just, if I could use one word to describe you, it's wholesome.
I
You're
don't
like
know.
Wonder
I
Bread.
don't do that.
You're Wonder Bread.
I would really go for some of my grandmother's applesauce, man. It was like the best stuff on earth.
My grandmother's blueberry pie. I talk about that all the time. She used to make it, and then she'd drive up here from Chicago and bake it when she got up here. So she would
Oh,
freeze
yeah.
it and then get up here and then she would bake
Mhm.
it. She was
And the
she
yeast
was
would
like
rise
90,
all the way. It's smart.
92, I think, when I asked her to stop driving up because she drove like a bat out of hell. I mean, she drove so fast, even when she was in her 90s. I just finally told her, look, I'm just not comfortable anymore with you coming. I love seeing you, but I don't want you driving all that way anymore. Let us come to you. And we never did. What a horrible grandson. And we never went back down. And then,
Well, my grandma, Jenny, she would make cinnamon rolls this time of year at Christmas time when we come to visit, and her house smelled so good. because of cinnamon rolls.
Mm.
And they tasted like heaven. They were the best thing in the world. So this year I'm making Grandma Jenny's recipe of cinnamon rolls, and I want to practice. And I was talking to my dad about it. I wanted to practice yesterday, but I didn't get around to it. So tomorrow I'm going to try to practice so I don't mess up before Christmas. But they were so good until she became a diabetic. And then she stopped making them. And all
I was
of her
going to say,
cookies
then what
turned into
happened?
cardboard.
You
I was
started
going to say,
using
then she started
sugar.
using that NutraSweet in there, and it was like not the same.
Oh, she didn't use any sugar at all. She
Oh.
took being a diabetic way too serious and ate no sugar.
I feel like you should probably take that seriously.
My mom was talking about it. It's like, yeah, she took it way too serious because like she just
Way too
eliminated everything good in life.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather have my feet. You know, it's one of
did have
those
her feet.
diseases that that you just don't. Yeah, you don't mess around with.
Oh,
Paul said
what's
his mom just
PNW
celebrated.
say?
94. Nice.
Ed.
Congratulations. Happy birthday to your mom, Paul. Mine's gone. My mom and my dad are gone.
I don't know if my cinnamon rolls would make it all the way to Australia.
Australia?
Doesn't PNW live in Australia?
No, he's the Pacific Northwest.
Oregon.
Oh,
Close enough.
I thought it was like the Pacific Northwest province or something, or the province of Northwest.
Good day, mate. he said good day, mate. Crikey.
Oh,
Now I
man.
feel bad.
That's Ryan, the Raiders fan. You know who that is.
Wait a minute. Ryan,
He changed
That's not like Jimmy Herman.
he
Wait a
messes me
minute.
up, man. I tell you what. Next,
Sorry, I
yeah.
took the money.
You didn't see what he said earlier?
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Who said that? Oh, well, you were thinking of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, I was thinking of you said Pee Wee's. That's the first thing I thought
There
of.
is somebody
Did
who
you see
used
how
to-
cool this shirt is?
who
It's
used to-
superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
Except
All
it's
these
got that-
guys are trying to be like Patrick Mahomes.
They're running away from the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the villains, see, and they're trying to get away from him. That's what it
They're the
is.
destroyers of Raiders. Evil Raiders.
There was a person who used to stream with Terry quite often, a lady who looked exactly
chipmunk.
like Large Marge to me. Every time I saw her, I could not see Large Marge.
Streamed with
Was it
who?
White
Terry?
Chipmunks?
White chipmunks. You didn't want to say the name, but I did.
Was I not supposed to? I have to find out. I have to watch.
And when they pulled
Who's,
her burning.
oh, Large Marge probably isn't a nice thing to say
Wreck.
about someone.
It's not.
She looked like this. Bah!
The eyes.
That was one of the
I need to
greatest
watch
things I
that
remember.
Well, it's been an hour.
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Any
Yeah.
last
Come on,
words,
classic.
fellas?
What, you want to leave? Is that what you're saying? You're done with us? You're kicking us out?
Well, we can
I
say
stayed up
that.
for you.
I appreciate it. Now you can go to sleep with your puppy. Or
I
go
always
pee
said-
first.
I
Make
do
sure-
have to go. I do have to go.
Listen, make sure you go outside first before you go to bed.
Skipper, when's the next time you'll be on a live stream?
Oh, this Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Stephen
Oh,
P.
at what
did
time?
indeed. I'm all set.
What about tomorrow night at 10:30?
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah,
Hey, Ed.
I am.
Tomorrow Saturday?
I was
Did you
gonna
guys
try to
send that?
promote Kennedy.
Friday.
Stephen, did you guys send that email to Ed too?
Ooh, I have to look for an email.
Maybe you should send it to me, Stephen.
Then he can tell me about it.
Maybe, yeah, send that to me and I can get that over to Ed.
I
Well,
can check my emails. I'm just not
Yeah,
very
you
good
have
at it.
you have to check it. But yeah, tomorrow night at 10:30 we got Friday Night Lights, Ed. Thank you for reminding me because I forgot.
I thought today was Friday.
It is now Friday.
By
That's
5
true.
minutes, yeah.
Boy,
Hey, is that
Degenerate should be in bed.
You ain't wrong.
was trying to see if Scotty the fish freak was in here. I was going to remind him to call that person today.
Look,
Okay. It's
I
also
have-
on Messenger, Ed.
I have
Jeez.
128,433 unread emails.
That gives me Ajita. Is that what it's called? Ajita?
Ajna.
Ajita? Ajana.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Ajita. It's like old people used to always say they give you Ajita. It was like a kind of.
Facebook.
Anxiety just looking at it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got an email from Etsy here.
Just one out of those 183,400 and whatever.
She also sent it on Facebook Messenger, Ed. That's where she sent it. She didn't send it to she also sent it. And you know what? I gotta go because I gotta go. So I'm gonna go take the dog for a walk.
All right,
You,
buddy.
guys.
Rico's P.
Rico's P.
Hi, Rico.
All right, we'll see you guys
I
later.
almost thanked him as the wrong guy.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.